Hello there everybody and welcome back. Right, as you can see we are starting today over in the colony, and this is because I've just got a couple of things I want to show you. First of all, over here my frame rates are tanked really bad, and I thought it was to do with the minecarts I had going around, so I've taken all of the minecarts out, and no, still really quite bad. It's probably because of how many colonists there are in this area, so it's probably only going to get worse. And it's actually only really in this area. Over here, it's not too bad. And then if I go over into my create stuff, it's really back to normal. But what we've got going on at the moment is I have Franklin and Presley upgrading these two buildings here to level 4. And I have Alexandria still upgrading the town hall to level 4. It's taken a while because there is a lot of resources needed. And Melissa is finishing off in here. I believe she is now on the last, she's now on the last courier's hut, and that will be all courier's huts, all residents and guard towers within here level 4, which is great. So once she's done that, I'll get her to do something else. I'm not sure what. But today, what we're going to do, we've got a fair bit to do today, because I've decided that I'm going to need infrastructure now. I've got so many resources actually being, what are you sending out? Oh, I don't know. I've got so many resources being done in the industrial area, I do need a place to store them all. Let's go back to the industrial area. Okay. So, over here, between episodes, I didn't actually do all that much. I have put some like pylons up here, just to give it a little bit of structure, and I've put a couple off there. I've not currently made the drill sort of thing that I wanted to do here, just for the decoration. But we do have an absolute ton of stuff coming through here now. This is actually going to take a lot of the stuff that I need, just from these 4 things here. Oh, I did also make efficiency tier 1 and processing tier 2 for these. And this one I did speed, efficiency 1 and processing 1 as well. So they're all sped up a little bit. If you do use speed, it is advisable to also do an efficiency, because speed uses a lot more power. Efficiency then kind of brings it down a bit more manageable. Why I'm thinking of needing more storage is because these things are filling up really fast, and once I start processing that stuff, it's going to fill up a lot faster. So I'm going to need to sort out a nice big warehouse of some description, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do it actually over here. So if I have a warehouse over here, that means all of the stuff is processed and done over there and dumped into a warehouse over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with clearing the area. Now we have the flooring done. What I'm going to want to do now, first of all, let's put the light away and do that. I'm not going to put walls or anything in it yet. I am going to just start putting in the vaults, seeing where it goes and how we can do it. So let's start with that. Start here. Two things I need to work out first, actually. There's something I really do need to see, and that is if I do have a chest. So this is just a test to see whether this works. There, there, Rest on there with that going in there. Then, if I take all three of these, this one, put dirt, this one, put cobble, this one, put coal, and then in this one, if I also put that and that, then put that onto there. Now, we know it should definitely take... Okay, so it definitely took that. Will it take the cobble? It did take the cobble. And the dirt? It did take the dirt. What about then the food? No. Excellent. So that is a good thing. I was wondering if it would work like that, but it certainly does. So that there with compost there. Oh, come on. Please tell me you accept stuff. You only accept stuff from the top. Right. So if I put the food there, the chest on there, run that up there. Do. Take you up there, that. Right. So it's sending stuff in, but it's not composting. These are compostable, aren't they? Yeah. Right. Okay, so no, it doesn't take it out of there. What about out of here? No. Will you go in there? Okay, what about underneath? No. What about that one? No. Okay, what about a chute? No. Okay. This is a problem because it's not working as I want it to. Unless I could try something else. Okay. What about then? Okay, so how is this going to come out? So this feeds it in, that's fine, that works. Now I just need to figure out how to take it out. Okay, so you've got the there. So what I can do then, maybe, is there for now. Want that and that. Okay, so that around. Take that off there. Bone meal. Put that onto there. No, there we go. Okay, so this will now drop out bone meal, and that can all be dropped into this chest here. Oop. For now. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there. Let's turn that around. Alright, so that works, and now I'm getting this nifter dust, which is excellent. That's a little bit of a chore to work out, but that's fine. That. There, there, one there, one there, and one there. Right, so you are now mega storage. Now what I need is... put them away. 4. Right. We go to ingots. 2 of these are going to be the same. So, start with, let's put you. Need to leave 2 spaces. So I got to there. Black steel, is that the one I'm up to? Ancient metal, yep. Black steel. That one. That one. There we go. So now in this one, I'll just put them, one of them, one of them, one of them. Boom. And that should be all of the ingots that I might be able to make, being able to go into there and into there. And do that. Should then send everything that's in there out into mega storage, correct? Oh, what went in there? Oh, pig iron. Oh, rats. Okay, yes, this vault is now completely and utterly empty, so that is no longer needed. Alright, so I have now transferred, well, I'll put over here, so I've transferred all of my ingots into this vault, and this is going to be a second one for them. And all of the extra stuff has gone into this vault here. So under here, if we have a look, this is almost full already. Wow, that's a lot. And this one here is, yeah, it's well over half full. So yes, I'm going to obviously have the extensions there, which is going to be good. So I've also got outputs on the top of each one in case I need them. What I do want to try and do though is also bring over the wood, so that's brought over this way as well. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to send all the logs and stuff over, and then anything extra that doesn't get put in there is going to go into something at the back where I can then sort it. What we'll do is we'll put this here with chest on rats. Okay, I'll put that one there, take that off there, put that there, go around, take you off there, you onto there. There we go. You come here. Boom. Mega, nope. Mega storage. Done. Then what I have to do is take you off there, take you that one there. New link? No, don't want a new link. And away, put that there, do that. Storage, and do that. And I'll send this one as well. Plop. And for now, I'll keep you at that. Okay, this is going to take a long time to clear everything off there. And what is going through the back here at the moment? What we've got. Okay. So while that is happening, while they are all clearing, and I'm keeping an eye on this, what it is we need to do next is we're going to need that stuff over there to come over here, be processed. What I would like to try and do though is I'd like to try and figure out what speed it needs to go to smelt stuff in one go so I don't have to put a filter on it. So let's give this a look, shall we? Now I've got, whoops. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually on this one here, I'm going to set this to up to 16. It only releases 16 at a time. And now, if we come over here, I'm going to take some of these out. Bump. 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 There we go. This is osmium. Let's see if it's at 16 at the moment. Is that slow enough to do all of it all the way through? No. Not at all. Okay, so what about if we drop it down to 10? Well, that's another one. Another one. Okay. That did all of them. What about if I put that in and that in? Are they all going to be the same? Okay, so yes, that is actually slow enough for that. So what I need to do now is transfer that stuff over to here, but it... Okay, so what about if I do that through? Should turn here. It does. Okay, so I could actually, yeah, so everything can come over here. Don't know what all of it is though. That I'm going to need to check, but that is good to know. That is progress there. Now, issue I've got here, that's too much. This, oh, okay, so this is basically full then. Yes, that's full. Okay. Alright, so what I need now then is another one of these. I'm going to need to go there. There. And there. Then that's in. That's out. And there we go. Could even do another one along there. That's in, that's out. Do it twice as fast. It's going down. Okay, so supply-wise, I think we are going to have absolute tons of supplies. Okay, so that's empty, that's empty. You are slowly but surely emptying. So as you're empty, I don't really need you here anymore, do I? I can take you away. Sure. Yeah, that's basically almost full. Means you should be basically empty. Alrighty. Right, I think this is going to take a long time to sort out. So, oh, is this one empty? No, I thought that one was empty. That one's empty. They're all waiting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang around here while this sorts out, while I try and figure out my next step. So, I will see you very shortly, I hope. See you soon. Alright then, so between the last clip and this clip, it's actually been like 2 to 3 days in real life, because I got so confused with sorting out the storage, but I did finally get it done. Yeah, I'd forgotten how to set up the storage system. But now we've got everything that's coming through, it's going into there. Anything that doesn't fill into these comes around and fills all the way across into these ones as well. And I will possibly raise it up, make it go the other way, so that if all of these fill up, I have more actual volts. I also have the outputs on the back of these 10, yep, of these 10 volts. So I can call it here, or it gets sent out from the system. The only thing that I have more of is the logs and the wood. I actually have 4 volts of this because I've got so much of it. And I've got the wood now being delivered to this back vault, and then it's being fed through to the front across these item drains, so that, yeah, it's always sort of got stuff in these 2 here, which are the main 2 that are going to be calling for resources. I also have a... yeah, it's nearly there. I also have a stop link on here, or redstone link on here, so when this hits 1500, which it has, so why hasn't it turned on? Do I need to turn you around? No. Why? Turn it around that way. There we go. So then once this hits 1500, which it has definitely done, it then shuts off, and that will actually turn off the... that turns off this funnel here, which means everything will just back up along here, and these 2 will empty out as and when needed. Obviously I still have a lot of terraforming around here to do, but this has now been shrunk down and is a lot tidier. Yeah, I've also sorted out all of the workshop-y area here, the sort of the bulk workshop area. I've changed it around to fit more in, and here you can see, as well as a bulk smelter, I also have a bulk washer. This water is actually waterlogged the belt, but it still works. And then I've got a bulk smelter and a bulk haunter, which I'm going to need the haunter. That's sort of the reason why I put that in there. All of this is all set up exactly the same as the smelter. So the belt is running at 10, it allows 16 out of each funnel, and then it all sort of goes through and has enough time to do what it needs to do. They've all been tested and that works. As you can see, I've still got all of this over here. I've got a wet wash there, or a wet mix there. I've got a casing here. So this does casings that I might need, such as the andesite or the brass or the copper. I have the trim to go up there, which will be the actual brass, copper or andesite. And then the wood goes into this one and it goes across. This one's just your standard crusher. Here we have got the rose gold one again. I've got the brass one here, got charcoal here, which is feeding the brass and the hot mix. And I've got a press here. So at the moment, I think that's all of them. Because I dismantled it and put it back together again, I may have missed 1 or 2, but I'll figure that out as we go along. And then over here, I've just got the system here. I've redone all of the clipboard, so I've not got repeated outputs or anything on the clipboard. And yeah, it's looking a lot neater and tidier. My only concern at this moment in time is that this doesn't go back far enough. Because what I need is I now need to lay the track for my van or lorry. So that's what I've got to do now. And luckily for me, if I go back to the workshop, I have actually made up a few thousand tracks, I think. So let's go track. Okay, not a few thousand, but enough for now. Because I am, what am I? I think I'm 900 blocks away from this. There we go. Probably going to need more though. I don't know. There's a lot there. We'll have a look. We'll see what happens. This way. How does that look? Yeah, I don't think that's actually... That looks good. That will access straight in to here. The plan now is to bring it up again on a known. Don't want this. Don't want an thing, and I definitely don't want that sort of curve. Like that. Then it needs to be smooth. And excellent. Alright, so that is the track laid, I think, I hope. I hope it's good enough, to be honest. But yeah, so you can see we go from here. I still think I'm going to need to extend that one, but I'll have a look. So from here, all along here, up, round into there, and down here as well. So this is the track I'm going to use. What I'm going to need to do now, first of all, let's empty out this guy because he's quite full. Bump. And bump. And then might as well just put everything that's in here away as well. There we go. Get that all emptied out. What I need now is I need to create the actual road builder. So this is just the track. Now I need to put a road above it. And I think I'm going this high. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks up from there. There, put that there. This, build that. And all I want is a simple train that I need something for. Yeah, I'm such a muppet. Let's just use this. That'll be fine. Okay. One layer. 2. So that's think that's actually the height I want it. Okay. So let's take out this side so I can get everything in. Okay. 3, 4, 5. That across here. Right, so if I go there, that will place it here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I want a deployer here. Turn you around. That way, so you're facing down, and you will deploy. You'll deploy there, so now I need you to go down one. Nope, down one. Excellent. And then I'm going to need another roller there. And the same on this side. So, deployer there. Deployer there. That will deploy below that. And roller there. Okay. So that is this part done. Now what I need to do is, if I put that onto there, and we will say that goes into here. It only goes in that one? Yes, it does. Excellent. And then what we want is this to go into that one there, and that one there. And these should just clear, block, and pave. Excellent, that's what I want. And then these ones over this side, they go in there, and you need to float below, if it can. And the same with this side, there, and float below. Right. That is all I need on here, I think. So let's just bring this up to there, may as well. Put that there with feet there. Okay, I probably haven't got enough of this, but I've probably got plenty of... There we go. Nope, you as well. Nope, not that one. There we go. That should be everything now. And first time to come. Right, so I have now laid down a lot of the road. Unfortunately, I've actually ran out of the asphalt, pitch and dirt. So I've done right up to here at the moment. However, I do have to extend this one back to here. So this, I still need a lot more to dig out and do, which means I'm going to have to probably dig out this whole area, and then I'll extend that. As you can see, I have cut this off short because I've wanted the road in here instead. And if we follow the road back, it goes around here like this. I'm going to need to just sort of dig out some of the curbing and put down the polished granite. And around here, got some more of these that I have to remove. And I've got a load of trees that I have to take down as well, because they're kind of in the way. And especially around here, we've got trees actually growing through the road here. So I've got to take them down. And take this one down, tidy up there for some reason. I could put a bridge on here, I might do that, but I'm not going to do that now or between episodes, because I do actually need to do two of them, because there's one over this side as well that needs to be done. But I will look at that at another point. If we come along here, what I've also done, which you didn't see in the clip, is I've actually raised up the roof. Because that is actually the height of the lorry. It's going to scrape just along the top there, so I might take one more off the top. And once I've got the lorry sort of built and in, I will possibly put a contraption through here and turn this actually into a proper looking tunnel. But yeah, so I've had to raise this up one more. If we come around here, got some more of these to take out, because I couldn't obviously take that off going down the slopes using the contraption. And if we come around here, you can see that these here need taking up as well. So it's actually three blocks higher than what it is at this level. So yeah, I need to take off another 3 up here. Again, this is going to have to be done by hand. Then I'll probably clean up these corners a little bit as well. This one I have taken out, so I'm not sure what to do here. I might just break the walls down and make them a bit more, I don't know, a bit more mountainous. As you can see, I've had to take out that there and that one there. This here, I've got to extend as well. So I've got to extend this all the way over to this end here. This is the turning point, and if we come back round here as well, this is where the machine is, and this will give you an idea of how long this lorry is actually going to be. This here is where the front bogey is going to be, so that is actually there. So the actual front of the lorry over land probably starts here, and it actually goes all the way back to here. So I've got to add this bit onto here as well. So yeah, I've got to extend this all the way back. I'm going to take this out because I don't need it, and that actually clashes with the back of the trailer. And yeah, so I've got a lot more to do. What I think I'm going to do though is, there is one other thing I need to show you back at the industrial area. I need to remove this and this and make it about 3 or 4 blocks higher, and this one here as well. I need to do the same because this actually clips through the lorry as well. Now the reason I know that is because I've made a schematic of it and I'll put it down in places so I know the length and stuff. I'm hoping I've got the turns right. This here is where it's going to, the depot, or where the lorry, the front of the lorry is going to be after it's reversed down. So that's how I know how long this has got to be. So I've got a few more things to do, a few bits to tidy up. What I might do as well during the course of that is, rather than have this as a road, I might actually turn this into a bit more of a parking lot sort of thing. The lorry will come in here and then reverse back to there. But I might make this out a little bit more and just sort of like tidy it up and do something there. Well, I've got a lot to do. And I think to actually get it done all within this video, it's going to take too long, to be honest. So I'm going to do it between videos, between this one and the next one. And what I will also do then is I will, if we go back, not that one, that's home. Hey, back to the workshop. What I'll also do is I will set the schematic up here, and then I will get all of the items that are needed for the schematic. And then in the next episode, or in the next part, the very first thing we're going to do is schematic cannon in the lorry, get it all set up to be able to collect items from here and drop off over there, and then I can start the system of transporting between the two. What I'm also going to need to do is transport lava over here, so that will also go into the lorry. So the back of the lorry has actually got a, I think it's a full-size vault in it, and it's got a tank as well, a fluid tank, to be able to transport lava. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing between episodes. So hopefully at the beginning of the next episode, we'll be able to get this lorry in and then get it started. So I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Fare ye well, ladies and gentlemen. Fare ye well.